Where do we get this idea that our leaders are chosen by God, when our nations are built on the foundation of democracy, where the power to choose rests with the people? Is it a subtle form of mind control, a way to suppress our free will and relinquish our responsibility? Phrases like "the voice of the people is the voice of God" seem designed to blur the lines, to make us believe that those in power are somehow divinely ordained. But I believe this is merely political theater, a way to legitimize those who cling to power regardless of their actions or how they attained it. In Zimbabwe, we know the sting of violence, the weight of military influence in our political landscape. Perhaps it's a lingering fear from our struggle for independence, a fear that keeps us shackled to the past. But could it be that this very fear is what holds us back, preventing us from stepping into our own power and shaping our own destiny? Imagine for a moment that God were to choose our next leader. Would this person be found in the halls of power, surrounded by the trappings of wealth and influence? Or might they be an ordinary citizen, riding the bus to work, a young mother struggling to make ends meet, a farmer toiling the land, a teacher nurturing young minds? Perhaps God sees a spark in them, a strength that escapes the ordinary eye, a quality that we, blinded by worldly standards, fail to recognize. We've been conditioned to believe that leadership resides within the existing political structures, but these structures, often riddled with corruption and self-interest, have failed to shepherd us towards the prosperity and spiritual fulfillment that we yearn for. Instead, they have led us down a path of despair, where young men are lost to addiction and young women are forced to sell their bodies to survive. But what if the true leader, the one chosen by God, the Most High, is not the one we expect? What if they are living among us, unnoticed, waiting for their moment to rise? A stranger on the bus to arrive, a young man driving a battered car, a struggling artist with a vision for a better future. Perhaps God is forging them in the fires of adversity, teaching them empathy and resilience, preparing them to lead with compassion and integrity. This could be you, your struggles, your experiences. They may be the very qualities that God is seeking in a leader. It doesn't matter if you've been overlooked, underestimated, or even shamed. In fact, it's often those who have known hardship who possess the greatest capacity for empathy and transformation. Imagine the possibilities. Imagine a Zimbabwe led by a leader who truly serves the people, who prioritizes the well-being of a nation over personal gain. A leader who understands the struggles of the ordinary citizen, who champions justice and equality, who protects our environment and guides us towards a future filled with hope and prosperity. This vision can become a reality, but it starts with each of us. It starts with recognizing our own potential, with embracing our responsibility to shape our own destiny. It starts with believing that we, the ordinary citizens, have the power to create extraordinary change. Think of David, the shepherd boy who became king. Think of Moses, the reluctant leader who guided his people to freedom. Think of Joan of Arc, the peasant girl who rose to become a military leader. Think of Nelson Mandela, the prisoner who became president. These stories remind us that leadership can emerge from the most unexpected places, that ordinary individuals can rise to achieve extraordinary things. The future of Zimbabwe is not written in stone. It is written in our hearts, in our actions, in our unwavering belief in a better tomorrow. Let us rise. not in fear but in faith. Let us reclaim our power, not through violence, but through unity and determination. Let us become the leaders we've been waiting for, and together we can build a Zimbabwe that truly reflects the glory of the Most High and the aspirations of its people. We can do this.